Peace, peace. We live. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. First time we live on YouTube. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and try and figure this thing out. Oh my God! I was supposed to call her. Hello. Give me like 30 minutes. What's good, y'all? Let me see how this shit work for real. Let's take a little break off of Opal. If y'all need help focusing, if y'all get caught up in Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, if you get caught up in any of these platforms, they keep distracting you, go ahead and get Opal, bro. This video is not sponsored. I wish y'all should sponsor me because I'm giving y'all free promotion, but it is what it is. I still think it's a good service. Should definitely recommend you taking it. But yeah, we're just going to see. I'm going to hop on, see what happens. All right, chop it up with it. What the fuck? Let's see. All right, chop it up with it. What the fuck? Let's see. All right, chop it up with it. What the fuck? Okay. We're getting there. Okay. Getting there. All right, fuck all that. All right. Let's send this out. I was gonna ask if I could call you when I get home. All right, I'm gonna post this shit on my story real quick. We live. Hang on a second. No. Fuck all that. Let's see. How do I go back? Delete. All right. I look weird, bro. All right. Let's I think we go here. Let's say we send a link. Bingo. Add custom sticker. Let's do YouTube live. All right, boom. We just sent the message out. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see if people reach out or not. Or, damn, this camera actually really, really close. But, yeah, man, how y'all doing today? Y'all having a good evening? Y'all doing your thing? Y'all here working your jobs, working your businesses, figuring it out. Whatever it is that you're doing, I'm glad that you're doing it. And the world's honestly a better place now that you're here. But that being said, what do I want to talk about today? Today we're going to be talking about winning the game of reality. Winning the game of reality, because this reality is a game. It's not a battle. It's not a struggle. It's not this infinitely dark, evil place like people like to tell you all over the internet or all over the world, whoever, the Christians. No, life is a video game. Life is a video game that you plug into. The same way how you plug into a video game, you plug into consciousness. You plug into this body. And this game is meant to be played to win, right? So I'm going to teach you how to win this game, right? So first thing you have to understand is that reality ain't got nothing to do with the physical. This physical is the effect. It's not the cause. I'm going to say it 2 more times. This physicality is not the effect, is not the cause, it's the effect. The actions you take on a daily basis is the effect. The marijuana addiction that you have is not the cause, it's the effect. The porn, the scrolling, the TikTok brain rot, the bed rotting, the depression, those are the effect, not the cause. What is the cause? What is the cause of all of these things? What is the cause of all of your problems? What is the cause of your poverty? Being broke is The cause is the effect, not the cause. So what is the cause? The cause is your frequency. We are addicted to our frequency. We don't see life, we see our level of frequency. Their level of frequency will forever do what it can to maintain its own survival. Because the frequency is not even yours. The addiction doesn't even belong to you. Most of the ideas that you have in your head don't even belong to you. They're their own entities trying to thrive off of your survival by feeding off of your emotional energy. They feed off of you. You're being fed off of on a daily basis. Every time you lash out at somebody, every time you work for this company for so many hours, even though you hate the job, even like all the shit that you do on a daily basis, most of the time, if it's not there to serve you, it's there to serve someone else. All of the ideas that you have, if they're not serving you, they're serving someone else. The only right and wrong is whether or not it serves you, whether or not it's benefiting you. If you have an idea that doesn't benefit you, you need to question why it's there, who put it there, and how can I get rid of it, right? Because at the end of the day, if it's not serving you, serving someone else, and who benefits more off of our detriment? Who benefits more off of our disease? Who benefits us more off of our mental illness? Who benefits more off of our sadness, our anger, our depression, our fear, our anger, whatever? People are benefiting off of that every single day. People feed off of your anger on a daily basis by the ultra elite, wealthy, Illuminati, reptilians, lizards, whatever you want to call them. These are the people that make the information I'm about to tell you secret. They do everything in their power to put this knowledge in the background. They do everything they can to make this knowledge either invisible, you can't comprehend it, it's confusing, or they put it in the very back or the very inside of a book, because most people don't read. Most people spend time on TikTok. They ain't got time to, and most of the information you get even on TikTok isn't even real, bro. Most of the information is false. Most of the information is just the generalization based off of the conceptualization of someone else's mind. You can't learn it all in a 20-second clip. You can't learn it all in a 2-minute video. You can't know anything by scrolling for 3 hours. You end up learning nothing. So I'm going to teach you how to win this game of reality, because the people who are in power benefit off of your detriment, benefit off of your losing this game of reality. So if you want to learn how to win this game of reality, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? We going to wait till we see the thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? All right, I see 1, I see 2. All right, shout out to Brandon. Shout out to Justin. Shout out to Mark. Shout out. Shout out to all y'all, man. I appreciate all 1,000 of you. I appreciate all 1,000 of you climbing up in here to receive the wisdom, to receive the knowledge, to really unlock that aspect of your mind, to ultimately shift to that desired reality that we all really want. Because at the end of the day, bro, we got to realize is that this life is a game, and a lot of us don't know how to play. A lot of us are lost. A lot of us are confused. A lot of us are dumb, blind, and deaf. That's the way we're living now. So first thing that we have to realize is that life is a game of frequency. There is nothing in this world without frequency. My body, my face, this ring, we all vibrate at a resonant frequency. If you don't believe me, I'm moving. If I were to move my hand real fast, see how it creates a solid image. That's what's happening with us. We think that it's solid, but it's really not. It's a holographic simulation that we're living in. And this holographic simulation got some rules in this motherfucker. Got some laws. It got some laws to keep us from, running a mayhem in here. Keep us in order, to keep us from getting confused, lost, all types of shit, bro. So one of these laws is that, let me give you one of the laws that ultimately people tend to struggle on. And shout out to neural knowledge. Most people don't give their credit. I'm going to give my credit. So shout out to you, my friend. So, well, we're not friends. I don't know him, but you got some good knowledge. Y'all should check him out. So this is one of the biggest ones. Now, ultimately, and you'll see this play out in your day-to-day life. See. Boom. Strongest frequency wins. The strongest frequency will always win. Now, what is the strongest frequency? The strongest frequency is this frequency that compels you to take action. So let me break down what frequency how frequency trickles down into reality. We have to understand that mechanism before we understand anything else. So before we even know that reality strongest frequency wins, we have to realize how it trickles down into reality. So first we have frequency, which turns into intuition, which turns into an emotional compulsion, which turns into an action, which turns into reality. All right. So frequency trickles down into intuition. When you get an idea, when you get inspired to do something, leads to an emotional compulsion. When you just want to do something, whether it is you want to work, you want to clean your room, you want to go ahead and scroll, you want to do some drugs, you want to have sex with that girl, or you want to eat some food, or you want to drink some water, whether or not you want to go for a walk, whatever it is, it all came from an emotional compulsion, which ends up leading to an action. So that's the actual action. That's doing the drugs, going for a walk, going to school, whatever it is. It leads to an action, which ultimately leads into reality. So reality is ultimately the result of frequency. Reality is the result of frequency. What we have to understand is that frequency trickles down into intuition, emotional compulsion, action, and then our reality. So the idea that compels you to take action the most is the strongest frequency. So if the fear of poverty is what's getting you in the office, is what's getting you to work, it's what's getting you in the business of whatever it is that you're trying to do, that fear of poverty, that fear will ultimately materialize. Not because you're not doing the work necessary. It's because of the reason you're doing the work necessary. So if you're taking action from a state of lack, the universe can only give you more and more lack because you're continuously taking action from that state. So let me put it to you like this. Taking action is nothing but an enhancer of what's already there. It's nothing but an amplifier of what's already there. So if you're taking action from a state of scarcity, from a state of lack, if you continuously take action from that state, ultimately what's going to materialize is a reality that's going to project that feeling the most. So more things are going to happen that are going to end up projecting that feeling of lack and of scarcity. Like, oh, damn, my car just broke down. Oh, damn, I just got sued. Oh, damn, I just got locked up. Oh, damn, I just got a girl pregnant. Like, things will start happening to ultimately materialize that sense of lack because you're telling the universe what it is that you want. You're essentially telling the universe, I'm going to take action because I want more lack, right? That's not your intention, but that's the intention you're sending out. That's what you're telling. That's the message you're telling to God. That's the message you're telling to the universe. You're telling the universe, like, yo, I want more lack, so I'm going to do this in order to create more lack. Versus you could do the exact same thing physically, but from a different mental state. I.e., moving from the state that all of your problems are already solved. Moving from the state that everything that you want is already here. An affirmation I repeat to myself all the time is, I have more money than I could ever spend. I have more money than I could ever spend. The more I repeat this to myself, the more it starts to kick in. The more I start to feel in that relaxed, chill state, like, all right, bro, we chilling right now. Ain't nothing really important going. Like, there's really nothing of significance nothing's really gonna take away that feeling from me. If I have it inside, if I don't need reality to prove to me to feel that emotional state, and I've ultimately won. I've won the game of reality. I've essentially shifted to that internal state where I'm no longer emotionally dependent upon seeing reality change. So identify why you're in the wrong reality. Hang on a second. Sorry about that. All right, I'm sorry. I'm just looking over my notes right now. So went over the frequency, intuition, impulsion. So we could honestly break down the wrong way to play reality and the right way to play reality in two phrases. So we'll start it off with the wrong one. We'll start it off with the wrong one. But to be honest, I kind of want to play some music right now. I don't know. I don't even care if this shit get copyrighted or not, bro. Like, we're just gonna do it anyway, just to see what happens. Um, let's play some pianos. Let's play some flutes. Hopefully y'all can hear that. If not, I don't really care. I just want to play some music just to get us in the vibe, you know what I'm saying? In this chill vibe. Because this is ultimately like a chill session for us, you know? A place where we can talk together, you know, spit some game to each other, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, ultimately elevate ourselves, but at the same time having fun with this shit, bro. So, right. Let me get back into it. But how y'all doing today? Hope y'all are really having a good day. Really hope y'all are enjoying yourselves, having fun with this life shit, bro. Because this life shit's actually a game. It's actually really fun, really easy. So, boom, the wrong way of playing reality. I need to do blank to achieve blank to feel like blank. So, I need to close this deal to achieve $10,000 to feel at peace, bliss, to feel confident, whatever, right? This is the wrong way to do it. This is backwards. This is backwards. This is the action leading the spiritual, the feet leading the head. No, the head leads the feet, the spiritual leads the body. This is backwards. This is technically a demonic, devilish way of viewing reality. If you really want to take it there, because ultimately, devil's nothing but backwards evil, whatever, right? Live backwards. So let's put it to you one more time. I need to do X. Well, I need to clean my room. I need to pick up my clothes to achieve a clean room, to feel at peace, bliss, whatever, right? So what is the right way to do it? This is how I've been viewing life my entire life. This is how I've been playing things since I was a baby, right? This is how we've always been taught to do things. If I'm thirsty, I'm going to go ahead and get a glass of water. If I'm hungry, I'm going to go ahead and take the physical action to open up my fridge to grab something to eat, right? Put something in the microwave, whatever y'all do with your concoctions, y'all going on. So, versus, this is the right way to play reality. I feel like blank because I have blank by doing blank. I feel at peace because I have this amount of money by doing this action. So we have to understand is that the physical action that we take, big or small, the physical result, big or small, ultimately is a win. Say you manifested $2 off of your business, right? That's a whole $2 that you that you made right there off of your business, off of your mind, off of your intelligence. You feel me? So at the end of the day, bro, I'm sorry, yo. I just got a text. I just kind of got, bro. I ain't put this phone on D&D, bro. I ain't put this phone on D&D. You feel me? I'm tired of having this shit fuck up my whole mood. You know what I'm saying, right? So. But yeah, no, honestly, just wanted to test this out, do this whole YouTube live streaming thing, whether you want to call it a podcast, live, whatever. I don't know. I just wanted to have fun with this, do something to, get a group of us together so we can just chill, collect, talk, spit some game to each other, spit some knowledge. You know what I'm saying, bro? But yeah, essentially, you want to move from the feeling that you've already received what it is that you desire. So instead of waiting for the physical aspect of being rich to materialize, you want to internally feel rich in order for that money to materialize, because that's how it attracts to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about red pill, blue pill. Regardless of how you feel, one is winning, one is losing. One is better at getting girls than the other. One is over there buying shit. One is over there simping, doing all types of shit to receive nothing. To receive a mediocre girl, OnlyFans, all types of shit, bro. Versus the red pill, where he essentially becomes what the girls want. At that point, he doesn't need to be nice. He doesn't even need to respect women because he has what they want. And the women want him because they have what he wants. Because he has what they want. So that's how you want to approach life. You want to approach life that life needs you. You don't need life. Money needs you in order to spend. If no humans existed on Earth, money wouldn't be anything. Money would just be either numbers that nobody can comprehend. It would be physical pieces of paper, physical coins that nobody would know how to use. Animals would probably just eat the shit or just not give no fucks about it. So money needs you. You don't need money. Money needs you. Now, what does money like? I think that's a problem that nobody asks themselves. People ask, how do I make more money? How do I get money quick? Blah, blah, blah. But nobody asks, what does money want from me? What does money want from me? So I'm going to give you 3 to 4 things that money loves versus money hates. So we're going to shout out to Neuroknowledge again. We're going to do the whole what money likes and what money doesn't like. So, because money is its own entity. Money is a woman for real, bro. Money is a woman. So you have to understand what this woman wants to give it the woman what it wants. So, what money likes versus money doesn't or don't. that's what I should put. Money don't like. So, and you guys can put in your guesses in the comments as to what you think money likes versus what money doesn't like. So what do you think money likes? What do you think money likes? Okay, value. There you go. That's a good one. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit y'all one that y'all might not have even thought of. So money loves patience. I know many entrepreneurs. We got many Andrew Tates, many red pillars out there, many hustle culture motherfuckers out there. I'll tell you, you don't want to be patient with money. Money needs to come to you as soon as you need it. But no, you want to respect money. You want to be patient with money. You want to be patient with this motherfucker, bro. Money loves patience. What does money also love? Relaxation. Money loves it when you're in a relaxed state. Think about when you're in a relaxed state. Money's able to flow a lot easier. When you in the bed getting ready to go to sleep, you end up buying a whole bunch of shit that you don't need on Amazon because you in that relaxed state. That's what money loves. Money loves that state of relaxation. Money loves relaxation. What are some other things that money loves? What do you think money loves for? What does money like? Solving problems. Solving problems. Solving problems. Solving problems. Think about every single time you spent money. Was there not a problem you're trying to solve? You're hungry, went to go buy food. Bought this webcam. I wanted to stream. Didn't have a webcam on my monitor. Bought a webcam. I wanted a place to, play some audio while at the same time blocking out the haters. I got these headphones. Like money loves solving problems. That is what money ultimately exists in the first place to do. All right, so that's 3 right there. Now we can get into what money doesn't like. What does money not like? Let's put in instant gratification. I know that I want to condense it down into one word, but for right now, we're just going to put instant gratification. But in other words, like rushing. Money doesn't like being rushed. Money does not like being rushed. If you need your paycheck and right now, the paycheck going to come 2 to 3 days late because money does not like being rushed. Because imagine buying a product imagine you want to order some chicken, right? For those of you that eat chicken, go to your favorite restaurant. You're like, yo, I need this chicken now. I need this chicken now. And that motherfucker's still in the fryer. A motherfucker, like 3 minutes in, but you like, I want this shit now or I'm going home. Give it to me right now. I just, like, they're going to give you some raw chicken. That shit going to get you food poisoning. That's going to get you all types of sick. And you're going to be like, all right, I'm never going here again. So money does not like being rushed. Money does not like being rushed. Money does not like tension. Money does not like being moved in a state of tension. Think about every single time you've had to pay a bill, bro. Think about every single time where you had to, pay some shit that you really was not trying to pay. Lawyers, whatever. Paying it from a state of tension, that shit is never coming back, bro. So money does not like tension. What is another thing money does not like? Money does not like. I don't know. Y'all gonna have to chip in over here, bro. Let me see what y'all got so far. What does money what does money not like? Yo, chill out about the class ring, bro. I ain't trying to hear all that right now. Problems. Think about every time you lost money. It's to solve a problem. What makes money run away from you? That's the ultimate. What's the ultimate question? What makes money come and what makes money go? Pause on that. But that's a crazy pause on that. But money comes when you're in a state of patience. When you just throw in a couple dollars in the stock exchange, into some crypto, into some bonds, into some whatever. You put your money in there, it ultimately compounds. It gives you more money in return. It gives you dividends, whatever the fuck. Relaxation. Money comes when you're in a state of relaxation. Think about every time you get paid. Your employer love paying you at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. That's usually when you're asleep in a state of relaxation. Solving problems. Money. If you solve problems for people, people will give you money. If you have a messy room, if an entrepreneur have a messy room, you offer to clean it, he's going to throw you some dollars. If I have any type of problem that you can solve good enough, I will throw you some money. You get what I'm saying? Money runs away from you when you're rushing it, when you're rushing the process, when you rush it. I need it now. I need it now. Money's gonna run away from you. Money's gonna be like, all right, bet. You just gonna get the little bit and you're gonna instantly lose it, right? Being rushed doesn't like tension. When you need that money bad, it really does not like you. When you got this mortgage you gotta pay, all types of shit, bro, it does not like coming to you because you're in that state of tension. Imagine if you and me were in a relationship, I'm over here pissed off, kicking down chairs, punching holes in the walls, throwing the bedroom apart, throwing the mattress across the window. You're not gonna want to talk to me. You're gonna be like, all right, bro, I'm not. And say you got a gift for me. You're not gonna want to give it to me like, all right, bro, you going through it right now. I'm gonna just let him do his thing. Money does not like problems. All of your problems, people are profiting off of. The main reason your money is leaving your account is because you have too many problems that you don't know how to solve. That's a bar. Write that down. That's a bar. Write that down. Money is constantly leaving your account because you have too many problems that you can't solve, that you don't know how to solve. Too many problems you don't know how to solve. You don't know how to code. You don't know how to grow your own food. You don't know how to manage your electricity. You don't know how to, sell. You don't know how to market. You don't know how to you don't know how to work for this position. There's too many problems that you don't know how to solve, and that's why money continuously runs away from you. Don't know how to fix the dishwasher if you pay someone else to do it. You don't know how to manage money, you hire a financial manager, right? Money does not like problems. Money does not like problems. It's the reason why most of you are broke is because you lack the balance of patience, relaxation, solving problems. You are rushing the process. You are doing so from a state of tension, and you are creating more problems than you're solving. You have more problems than you know how to solve. And that's why money will continuously and forever run away from you because you don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to live life for real. You just don't know how this reality works, and that's ultimately why money runs away from you. Yeah, no. But that's why I'm here. That's why we're doing this shit together, you feel me? That's why we're working on this shit together, you feel me? I'm glad I got all 200 of y'all in here. A few of y'all left, but it is what it is. I'm glad y'all hopping in here, bro. I appreciate love all y'all, bro. Appreciate love all of you guys for hopping in here. Let's see. Y'all got any more questions? Questions. Solve problems for real, bro. I want you to leave this video with some type of value, this live stream with some type of value, something that you can use to go about your day-to-day life. Yo, bro, I just crashed my car. I don't know what I'm going to do with my life right now. I just quit my job. I just got laid off my job, blah, blah. Hell. All right, that's a very, very good question, right? So bro's going through it right now. Crashed his car, got laid off of his job. Bro's going through it, right? So this is where the laws of transmutation kicks in. This is what you need to do in order to essentially get yourself up out of that situation. How to use that situation to maintain your desired reality. Because ultimately, he was probably at the frequency of his desired reality, but the universe threw him that event to see if he can maintain that frequency. And if you still want to maintain that frequency, it's a simple 3-step process. So I'll give you the steps right here. And honestly, this will help so many people whenever they go through things. So honestly, 34 minutes, 20 seconds, tap in here if you're going through something right now, if you end up going to jail, if the random bill comes up, you get sued, DUI, what do you call it? Your business shuts down, whatever bad shit is going on in your life right now. This is how you can ultimately flip it into a positive. This is how you can ultimately change it into your desired form. So first thing that you want to do is is maintain complete awareness. Is achieve complete awareness. So in other words, you could say transcend space and time. You can step in the third person perspective. What you want to do is ultimately maintain is to gain awareness over your situation, awareness over where you are in life right now. Yo, I don't like my position because A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever, right? You want to ultimately be aware of where you are in life right now, because if you're not aware, can't nobody help you. If I don't know, if you don't know where the pain is coming from, and I'm a doctor, I can't help you. You have to tell me where the pain is at, the intensity, the location. Does it pulsate? Does it move around? You know, what makes it worse? What makes it better? What have you tried? Blah blah. So many questions that come to my head. You know, when a pain comes up, which is why you have to maintain awareness. You need to be aware of what it is you don't like about your reality. Step 2, acceptance. Understand it's not as bad as you think. It is not as bad as you think. It is not as bad as you think. I promise you, it is nowhere near as bad as you think. It is just where you're feeding your attention makes it look like the bad shit is the only thing that's going on right now. But if you just step out of that shit, you realize that there's so many other good things going on right now. You have 2 ankles, right? Moving around, you're able to walk perfectly normal. You have 2 hips that are working perfectly good. You have your pancreas, your liver, your brain, your heart, your blood vessels, your organs, your teeth, your tongue, your vocal cords, your Adam's apple, your trachea, your lungs. So many things in your life are working out perfectly fine, but your attention's not on that. Your attention's on this thing that's going on in your life right now. Is ultimately putting you in a state of distress, putting you in a state of tension, putting you in a state of, oh my God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't see myself getting out of this, blah, blah, blah. When you could just take a step back and be like, yo, I really got it made right now. Both my parents still on this earth. If they're not, I have other people that care about me. If not, I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying? So essentially, the first step is to step outside of your position right now. View things from a third person perspective, where you're not you're not the victim. You're the observer. You're the witness. Because ultimately, that's what we really are at the end of the day. We're the witness of this reality. We're the witness of what happens to this body. We're not the victims. The victims are the bodies themselves. We don't say am leg or am head. You say my leg, my head, my hands. So who's me? Like, who am I for real? The awareness encapsulating this human experience. So step outside, view from a perspective of the witness. You are the witness, not the victim. Acceptance. Accept where you are. Like, yo, this isn't a bad position to be in right now. This isn't as bad as I thought. I'll put it to you like that. This isn't as bad as I thought. And then we're going to get into the third one. Forward. Take the next step forward. So, if you crashed your car, you got laid off from your job, first, awareness. All right, I don't like that. Transcend that. You're not the victim, you're the witness. All right, well, this happened, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever, right? Acceptance. All right, this happened, it's cool, can't change it. I think that's when that's how you get to the point where you ultimately accept something. When you accept the fact that you can't change it and it's never going to be rewritten, right? So, view from the point of a witness, accept what has happened, and take the next step forward. All right, what can I do right now to solve my problem? Right? All right, got laid off my job. Look for another one. Build up your market value, go back to college, pick up a trade, pick up a skill, start a business, do whatever to build up your value so that way when you do get laid off again, you're in a better position because now you have the experience, know-how, the skills, the intelligence to get back on the field even sooner than what you're about to do right now. Next step forward. All right, go back to school to pursue blank, or go to this school to get blank, right? That's ultimately taking the next step forward. Because if you are at the frequency that, say you crash your car, get laid off, when you view things from the perspective of a victim, the universe is only going to give you more and more and more things to essentially validate the fact that you're a victim. That's the scary part. That's the dangerous mindset that people tell you about when it comes to victimhood. Because being a victim will ultimately lead to more and more destruction of your life, ultimately up until you have no control over anything. Where you're just in jail and none of it's your fault. None of it's your fault, but you're in the worst position in the world, right? Ultimately, no one can help you. No therapist, no teacher, no spiritual guru, no Andrew Tate, no influencer, no parent, no counselor, no doctor, no anything can help you if it's not your fault. I'm not saying to say things that are your fault when they're not. I'm saying take responsibility. Like in a game of chess. I couldn't control whether or not he took my queen, but ultimately I made 2 moves before that led to me getting my queen taken. So understand what moves you made that were the wrong moves and move from it. Simple. Awareness. All right, this happened. Accept it. All right, my queen is gone. Can't do anything about it. Take the next step forward. All right, now I know better for the next game. Now in the next game, when I come across that move on the board, I'm going to move this way instead of the other way, because if I move the other way, that's going to lead to my queen getting taken. And the goal is to level up until you die. But yeah, no, I appreciate all, 50 of y'all for sticking around, you know what I'm saying? I know I've been kind of rambling for a minute. I hope this helped y'all. I hope this helped you tune to the right frequencies, help motivate y'all, help get you, viewing things from a better perspective, to get you on the path towards righteousness, towards entering your desired reality, towards all of that. But that being said, this is just a test live just to see what's going to happen. I appreciate all of you guys for showing up. Appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys truly make this shit possible. Honestly, I'm like, we're doing this shit together, bro. I'm learning with you guys. I'm growing with you guys. We're getting rich together. We're doing all of this shit together. It's not me teaching y'all. It's us doing together. All of us are doing the practices. All of us are teaching. All of us are growing. All of us are building communities with each other. All of us are making each other laugh and have fun. Because that's one of the things that we need in this life. We need more fun. We need more fun in this life, because ultimately, like, what's the point of doing this shit if we can't have fun with it? If you're miserable 99% of your life, but you have $10 billion in your account, was it really worth it? Was it really worth 80 years of misery? Just to have, like, what, $10 billion in some trust fund, whatever, that your future grandchildren is going to blow through all of it and end up being back in the same position you was your last family, last generation. So all that misery is for nothing. So have fun. Have fun in this journey. Enjoy the struggles. Enjoy the being broke. Enjoy working the 2 to 3 jobs. Enjoy all of that. Enjoy life. Life is meant to be enjoyed. When you watch a movie, you're not over there stressed out about what the antagonist is going to do, what the protagonist is going to do. You're just sitting there enjoying the film. That is how you want to view life. You just want to sit back, enjoy the film, and do what you can to make this life worth it for you. fulfill your purpose, fulfill your mission, whatever you decide for that to be, whatever serves you the best. Yeah, like I said, appreciate you guys for showing up. It's Ant the Alchemist. Peace out.